Ah, oh, how I love you, son. You give me light and power, and oxygen if I have an oxygen farm. You're so nice. Reflection of you upon my camera is so. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize you were watching. Hello, I'm Madimus from Vaster Games, where we bring the asylum to you. Today, I'm going to be showing you off a new ship design of mine. However, before we start, I wanted to touch briefly upon a video that will be coming out within the next month. Now, we are all anticipating, eagerly anticipating Space Engineers Planets Update. Now, in preparation of it, I have begun designing a fleet. Now, I'm not talking about just a fleet of, one or two different types of ships. I'm talking about a fleet of ships, each with a specific purpose in mind. Just like how you would have the navies of today. You have aircraft carriers, destroyers, battleships, blah, 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 blah. Each ship has its own specific skill, its own specific area that it fills, and all the ships working in concert together are what make that fleet a formidable force. I am designing a fleet of my own along the same lines. Now, that video will be coming out. It will not be as in-depth as you may like, because this fleet I'm designing is going to be in defense of any world that I have in a dedicated server. I am planning on renting one within the next month or two. As soon as the updates come out, I will be doing so. If any of you guys are also interested in being captains or soldiers in my fleets, send me a comment down below. And yeah, so I've been designing. I've got a lot of designs. I have destroyers, battleships, gunboats, and a couple of others that I don't want to say, only because they're my ace up the sleeve. These are a couple designs that I have scoured the workshop, and no one has come up with a design like these that fits the purpose that these ships fit. Now, I will tell you later on once I have gotten the video up and once the fleet has been designed, but for now you're just going to have to gnaw on it. I will give you a hint. One of the secret ship designs allows you to hit targets from over 10 kilometers away. You guys should probably be able to figure out what they are. So, now that I've touched briefly upon that, actually a little bit more than briefly, I would like to introduce you to the newest ship in my mining and maintenance fleets, the Aeris. Now, the prefix on the Aeris is GD for Gold Digger. This is a heavily revamped version of my Gold Digger. This is actually a revamp of a revamp. I had originally revamped Gold Digger into Lifeblood, which used not 7 CD's life support mod. Now, with the advent of Oxygen and the fact that he has yet to make it work with the current game's Oxygen, I've kind of put that mod to the side and I'm building stock with Oxygen for now. However, the second he manages to get food and get the oxygen and water mixed in, like working properly with Space Engineers version of Oxygen, as well as having the API for food and water, I will be going right back to it. It is an amazing mod and I love it. So, without further ado, um, first off, I want to point out the front of this ship. Whoops, better not turn off my inertial dampeners. I am really proud of how I've done this. I really like how I did the front of this. It looks really nice. It's all airtight. It's not a combat ship, as you can tell, because that big of a view screen would spell utter death to anyone who decided to fight with this thing. Well, to fight in this thing. I'm pretty sure whatever is out there would wreck this. Let's just give you a nice show around. As you can see, I apologize if there's any lag. Um, this does have a lot of stuff in it, though my computer is pretty powerful. As you can see here, these are also technically two new ship designs. You may recognize my miner. It has been modified to put an oxygen generator inside of it, as well as like a battery and other stuff. So it works with the oxygen, because nobody hates running off, getting killed because the ship doesn't have oxygen. My grinder and my welder, timer blocks. They use small reactors, but they use 7 of them. And they have 2 batteries in them. They have 2 oxygen generators and as well 2 oxygen tanks. So these are also meant to be used for long periods of time. So yeah, just nice little design. Very basic. I just figured. I mean, these are work ships. You don't want them to look all real fancy. You want them to do their job. So anyways, I keep on going to that door. Like, I want to show you guys the inside. So here's the rest of it. As you can see, I've got plenty of solar panels on there. Just help supplement it. The ship cannot run off those solar panels. But say you're really stuck. You're really hurting. You got no uranium. At the very least, you would be able to park yourself, turn off everything but your batteries and the solar panels, have it recharge everything, and have enough power to get you home. So they're just an emergency feature. As you can see, my symbol, I guess you could call it my tribal crest that everybody should love and hopefully fear once my fleet has been designed. Oh, it's kind of designed once it's been completed. One of my biggest frustrations with my old Gold Digger concept was that it just did not have enough forward thrust. It was slow. I had to rely upon the gravity drives. Now, with the jump drives, we no longer need them. This thing has 4 refineries. Each refinery has 4 effective modules on it. And it has 12 assemblers. Each assembler has 4 productivity modules, excuse me, on it. And if any of you guys ever do get confused as to which one goes on which, there's a little ditty that's easy to remember. Refineries need to be effective in order for the assemblers to make their products. That's how I remember which one goes on which. So yeah, plenty of space on the inside back there. Plenty of space on the top to land your ships. However, this entire ship is light armor. Unfortunately, I had to do it. Heavy armor just was too much for this ship. It's all heavy light armor except for like here to here. That yellow you see there, that's all heavy armor for where the ships land, and that's just a no-brainer. So before I show you the rest of the ship, you are going to get to see the inside. Now, this is supposed to be a support and maintenance ship. There's no oxygen in this area. There's also no gravity in this area. Unfortunately, I had to cut that a little short because, well, weights and, well, not really space issues, but weight issues for sure. So as you can see, I have a lot of reactors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Tons of cargo space as well. There's some more on the fronts. I believe I have... There's also a bunch in the bottom here, too. There's like 3 across there. So plenty of space. This is meant to be a support ship. This is meant to basically tender several stations in a fleet. I don't have much done back here. Mostly because I hate empty spaces, but if I were to fill this up, it would get too heavy. So I figured I'd just leave it for now. Everything is also conveyored up. I got plenty of oxygen and As you can see, there's the productive modules, and I snuck in batteries and oxygen tanks and oxygen generators in between the spaces that the production modules on the assemblers made. But yeah, as you can see, no oxygen, no gravity. But we're not really concerned about that. You guys want to see the rest of the ship, don't you? Of course you do. Do. Alrighty. And the bottom isn't all that really great. It's just, yay, look. I still have yet to put on my laser antennas on this yet. I'm not exactly sure where I want to place them. There's other stuff that needs done, like as you can see right here, I have some aesthetic design that I need to finish and stuff like that. But for now, this is pretty much completed. I have everything I really want on it. I'm going to be ending up putting a lot more stuff into like the bridge and the relaxation areas. So as you can see, the bridge is nice and empty. I've still got some work to do on the inside, but as you can see, oxygen and gravity. This thing has like 632 gyroscopes. I'm really surprised that a ship this size can use that few. I thought I was going to have to put at least like 800 on here, but no, I managed to do it. Let's head upstairs. Okay, so this hallway, remember this hallway. Oh, let's turn off my lights. Here's like upper storage compartment. I've got 4 more containers that are inside that area. This area was purposely left all kind of splotchy and dark like on here. I really liked how it looked, so I decided that I would keep it that way. This is done by having too little of an area and putting your lights up to a 10-meter radius, which is, a lot of people will be like, oh, that's going to lag out your ship. I have a beast computer. I can deal with it. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do up with this area just yet, but for now, I'm just going to leave it as is. And then here we have the rest and relaxation area. Say if I was in a world that had like decorative mods, I'd be putting like couches or maybe beds or something in here. Just, you know, stuff like that. And that hallway I asked you to remember, that is this hallway down here. As you can see, a lot of these places interconnect on a lot of little areas. Here's another little bug that I have to fix. Any of you guys who have worked with oxygen know this is way too long of an area to have between 2 doors. It will send me flying. See? Ah! But this just leads out to the hangars, the exact same on the other side. I just depressurized this entire area. Oxygen none. Low. High. There we go. Nope. And then we have more over here. So we're back into the wreck area, as I like to call it. And then back here we have my well, not maintenance area. This is, I call this engineering, because you can have a nice look at all the stuff. This area back here, behind here, that is my maintenance area. Easy access to a lot of the stuff. So, plenty of cryo room in here. I color scheme my stuff as well. It makes it a lot easier if you come under attack. As you can see here, this is another thing like I haven't yet completed. I need to put lights and stuff in here, but this is just a lower maintenance area. I'm going to end up putting more doors. Down here, I haven't really figured out much of what I want to do with it just yet. But as you can see, like these aren't connected up to the conveyor system just yet. I still have stuff I want to do on them. I'm still debating on whether or not I want to keep this area open or close it up and fill it full of something. But yeah, there's not really much down there. It's just empty space that needs to look nicer. Do. So yeah, that is my ship. I'm very proud of her. It's taken me a long time to work on this. It's gone through several iterations, as I believe I've said before. So, yeah, this is my ship, and I think I'm gonna be adding in a few more things, but I think I'm gonna be leaving it pretty much as is, so that if I come into a survival game, or when I rent out my own dedicated server for the planets update and put in not my mods, but the mods that I want in, I'll end up, sprucing this up and making it look all nice and stuff like that. But for now, I kind of have to make do with as is. Oh, it also has pretty damn good acceleration. Um, it's got 632 gyroscopes. I've got 200. Is that 80? No, that's 203 thrusters. I got tons of power from my reactors. So this thing is meant to support a lot of ships. Like, that's the reason why I put all the reactors on there. I think, let me just find my batteries. Yeah, I probably easily have like 1,000 batteries on this. And the amount of reactors I have, recharge them in under 5 seconds. So this ship is meant to do everything. This is an absolute beast of a ship. So it as well has, oh whoops, wrong button. It also has, I think, I want to say, well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 jump drives. So, I mean, this beast can jump anywhere. Uh, let's just, so this thing can do a max jump distance of, oh wow, 1,797 kilometers. Let's, oh, whoops, that's not the button I wanted. Oh, whoops, that's, ah! So here we go. Operation, yeah, 21 jump drives, 1,797 kilometers. That is a long ways away. I mean, I would jump out that far and nobody would find me unless I decided to jump back again. So, plenty of space. I'm not going to attempt the jump because this is a very short world, very small world. It's only 10 kilometers. But yeah, so that is my Aeris. I am very, very much proud of her. I love how she looks. Oh yeah, and the last and final thing. That down there. You know what, actually? No, that's not the one I want. Options. Display. No. Graphics. No. Must be in game. Oh, there we go. That's why. Guess it doesn't carry over. Just a nice little extender boom to make it easier for um, attaching to stations or whatever. Just you can go up, extend it. That way you don't have to get so close to the station that you're gonna break something or something like that. Because nobody likes that, right? So yeah, that is Aeris. I hope you enjoyed this tour. She is a absolute beaut, work of art. I love her. I am just I love that bridge. I just love it. I love that window. I love how I designed that whole front section. So if I happen to hop into your dedicated server, expect to be seeing this ship soon. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'd like you to invite you to join in the asylum. I mean, we still have cookies. We managed. Darth Vader left. I don't know where he went. He went somewhere. But Obi-Wan came by and he brought some carrots. I don't know why. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. But yeah, throw me a like, throw me a subscribe if you like what you watched, and I'd like to wish you all well. Take care. Bye.